Welcome to the birthplace of college football, the campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to power their way ahead. At midfield, he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Give to the running back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Williams will pass. Gets away from 1. On the run, still looking. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Huskies moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, they get the 1st down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there. The defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
and the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with their painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. It's a draw. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Buys a little time. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense playing.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be dragged down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it again. Runs through the tackle.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He'll bring it back. It's Jackson. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Washington right back to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for them.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Still running at the 40. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Opened the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Williams looking for a man. And the quarterback is snowed under. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Smashes through. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll slide and avoid the big hit. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, looking to pass. Now improvising. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Line gets set, 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on second down. He caught it! And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he made the extra point without problem. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Plows through the defense. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They've been running it, but now the pass. Looking for a deep man. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they're able to make the tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
It'll be a draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He'll try to pop the draw. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Huskies want to crank the tempo. Williams will pass. Trying to get to it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. First down, obviously, is the right down to do it, but now limits the options a little.
Touchdown, Huskies! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 24 over Georgia. We'll circle back if anything.
And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. That's caught. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Dances away from one. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Gonna run it. It's Monaga. Oh, just left him flailing. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. The give out of the gun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Makes the catch past the sticks. Touchdown, Rutgers. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He'll start this drive firing. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Washington wants to go quickly. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Huskies are flying down the field. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Right back to him on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it will be a 59-yard attempt. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing right. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. Game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense set for a 1st down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got rid of it just in time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Jackson. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Washington.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Keeps the legs moving. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go to the draw. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. They've got a little work to do here on 3rd and goal in overtime. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Washington! And they score first here in overtime.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he added the extra point. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.